Hi there, welcome to this video where I'm at Martin Mere Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust. So I've just had a chat with some of the volunteers here at Martin Mere and they've shown me the map of the site and it seems absolutely vast. I probably won't manage to visit everything in just one day. I might have to come back again, but it seems like it's going to be really interesting. There's been lots of sightings recently and I know that today I'm really going to enjoy my photography. The beauty about coming to a wildlife reserve is not only do you get lots of birds to see, but you get facilities like this, and this hide is really comfortable. It's got a great vantage point over the water, so you can see the birds very easily in great comfort. And at the moment the centre's probably been open about half an hour. I'm completely on my own in this hide, so it's great. And just at the moment, the noise that the birds are making, I don't know whether my microphones are picking it up, but they're so loud. There's so many blackheaded gulls and ducks out there on the water. It's such a cacophony of noise. Probably the microphones aren't doing it justice. An egret. Well, so far from this hide I've seen lots of species. There's lots of black-headed gulls and mallards, but I've also seen an oyster catcher, I've seen a moorhen, a jackdaw came down for a drink from the pond, and an egret has just came in and landed on the pond. I've got some shots of that and some video as well. It just goes to show that patience and spending a little bit of time really does pay dividends. I was about to leave this hide when a shelduck walked out on the path that's only about 5 or 6 meters away from the hide, stood for a while before it walked off, and I got some really nice shots of that. And I've also seen a widgeon, which is a brown and yellow-headed duck, out on the water as well. So lots more species to see today, I'm sure. So I've just had a chat with a couple of really nice fellas about the birds that they've seen. One whose name was Paul is a subscriber of the channel, and he did actually leave a comment a little while ago suggesting that I visit Martin Mere. So it's partly down to Paul that I've visited Martin Mere today. So hi Paul, it was really nice meeting you. So I've just come out of the Barker hide. It was quite an interesting half an hour that I spent inside there. I did get to see some different species. I saw some grey lag geese and some Canada geese, but unfortunately the birds are quite a long way away from the hide, so it's difficult to get really great pictures. The best sighting that I did get was some avocets, but again, they were quite a long distance away, so I don't know how good the quality of the photographs will be, but we'll see when we get them back home. So this hide here is very close to the entrance, but there's an absolute multitude of black-headed gulls. If I be quiet for a second, you can probably hear the noise that they're making. I would estimate there's probably about 500 in front of me. There's absolutely loads. There's some mallards as well mixed in. I'm just trying to pick out whether there's any more slightly unusual species. I haven't spotted anything yet, but I'll sit here for a little while longer and just keep looking. So from this small blind just here by the side of the lake, I've managed to get a picture of a shelduck on the shore and out on the water, and also a picture of a widgeon swimming about just out very close to the shore. I've just spent some time in this hide here, and there was lots of different feeders with different varieties of foods, so it was attracting lots of different varieties of garden birds, but unfortunately they were the kind of birds I normally see in my back garden. Now if you don't get that facility in your back garden, then it would have been great sitting there, and unfortunately the places where they landed weren't very photogenic either, so unfortunately I didn't really get very many good pictures there, but I did see some tree sparrows. So this hide is called a Harrier Hide. It's a really impressive building. Unfortunately, I didn't get many great shots from inside there, partly because the light was coming straight towards the hide, so it's the wrong time of day, and again the birds were quite far away. But I did see a pair of great crested grebes, some grey-lag geese, and a few other blackheaded gulls and coots and whatnot. So I did get a few shots, but again they're very far away, so they're not going to be great. Clearly the birds here get very used to people being around and are very tame. There's a moorhen just here, very, very close. It's only probably about 5 meters away from where I am, and it's not bothered about me being here or talking to the camera. It's just going about its business and completely oblivious to me being here. So as well as all the wild birds there are here at Martin Mere, there is a section where there are some more domesticated birds. So behind me here are some Berwick swans, and on this pond here there are some tufted ducks. So this makes for some really interesting photographs, very close up, and it's nice to see them as well. Just here behind me are some stalks. There's nothing actually keeping them in, so I can only assume that the wings are clipped to stop them flying away, because all there is just a little fence around the outside, so it feels quite natural. I'm really enjoying this section of Martin Mere. There's lots of fancy breeds of ducks that you wouldn't normally see, right down from a ruddy shelduck to a ruddy Argentinian duck. There's a hooded merganser. I'm reading off the signs now because I've never come across these before. But they're really interesting, attractive birds, and they're very, very close, just the other side of a small fence, and it's really good for photography. So I'll leave you with some of the best shots that I got of the fancy ducks here at Martin Mere. I've really enjoyed my morning here at Martin Mere, and I think I've enjoyed both sections just as much. I've enjoyed this zoo-like section here where you can get really close to the fancy birds and photograph them at your leisure, and I've also enjoyed walking around the hide, seeing the birds in their natural environment. It's really well worth paying a visit if you're anywhere near to Martin Mere, and it does help support the charity of the Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust. If you have enjoyed this video this morning, do let me know down below in the comments, or nip over to my Instagram account, that's @DarrellOakden. You can leave me your comments there, and you can also see lots of my pictures. Now, if you do like what I do on the channel, you can help support me to make future content like this by visiting my Teespring store. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so go and check that out. But you don't have to spend any money at all to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because that really helps me out and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any of my future content. Watch out for next week's video. That goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, go and check out this video just up here. But all that's left now from Martin Mere is to say, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.